Well, it's been a while since I've done one of these, mainly because one broken head torch and the other one, all singing, dancing, petrol, didn't work for me, I'm afraid. Obviously it was a fault with it, wasn't the user. But yeah, a lot of faff with that as well, because a lot of messing around with settings, connecting it to your phone, and to be honest, it doesn't always quite work. And if you can be bothered with all that stuff, that's fair enough, but I just want it there and then when I need it, not to mess around. I must admit, I did do one run and it was pretty bloody good. There's a sensor, it picks up the darkness and it obviously gives more light. That's the only time it properly works. I mean, this one I can zoom in, so I'll get nice. So there's the tunnel bit coming up in a minute, so I'll play about with it. But yeah, and when it was, I was debating it anyway with the torch, but doing that yomp the other day on the final leg, it was the last couple of hills, including it's called West Bay, going down that. It was very much like this actually, very mildewy, it's very steep, you know, and going down using your poles, there's no room for error down there. It just started to blink like mad, like strobing, and then just cut out, left in darkness. So to me that was a safety issue. Fault with the thing, it was fully charged. I don't get why it happened, but it's gone back and replaced. So yeah, even better, I got two for one really. But yeah, I was lucky to be able to take it back. So this one I'm using is the Neo10, which is a trail running, 600 lumen, permanent for about, they say 10 hours, I think it's less than that, but for any distance, you know, if you want to do ultras or like we're doing through the night, you know, it's bang on. So it made sense. And the other one I got was H7R Core, I think it's called, which I can't remember the lumens on that. It's more powerful but slightly heavier, but ideal for camping and mess around with. It's just perfect for running. So quick thing about this one, it comes with a harness extension lead. You put your battery in your pack, you can fasten it to the harness, you have the actual light on the harness on your chest, so you're not dazzling people in the face, which I think is pretty good. So now I'm going to zoom in a bit more and angle it so I can see where my feet are going. So yeah, I'll tell you what though, those blisters have been a bit of an issue, so been doing smally walks, but quite, even though it's short, quite brutal, you know, really steep slopes, which is good. But yeah, it's funny, I done one the other day and the old existing blisters have come back, so I pulled away the skin now, need that to heal up, I don't need them reforming. So obviously building up for the 100k now. Turns out everyone else starts at 7:30, I start at 8. Bit cat and mouse, I've got to do some catching up, which I don't mind actually. Gives me that push. I'd rather not wait for me. I don't think they would anyway, but you know, I'm sure they're not jack. But the thing is, they've got their own times to follow and stuff like that, you know, and it's not a waiting game. So if I can catch up, yeah, I want to get through it going to pace myself quite well. You know, I have no doubt in my mind that I'll do it. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the walk the other day, to be honest. I had issues with my feet, but you know, you manage them, don't you? And I certainly did that, so it's all good. It's the only thing with this one. So the one I took back was 750 lumens, which makes this really bright. It's a 600. It's good enough, it's just getting used to, you know, quite tricky little area anyway, because it's quite muddy and slippery. Oh, first jog in a while, like I said. So yeah, feet are not feeling 100%. To be honest, when I started out, it's all uphill, going all the way up here. And I have to admit, I did, it was a lot of eeks out on my feet. I almost feel that plenty of fasciitis to try to rear up. But just when the feet are pretty worn and tired from, you know, they've done Dartmoor and then done that, so good mileage there. With hardly any break between. You know, I had a night off when I got back from Dartmoor, and then straight into it, so I haven't actually calculated the distance of that, but could have meant I would have guessed than the 100k there, really, but I don't know. So, but not wearing those copper boots, that's for sure. Silly error that. Just didn't tighten the boots well enough. A bit of a sock issue. That heel rub, I never had that with those boots. Like I said, it was a steep hill going up it. And obviously I didn't actually feel the burn, to be honest. It wasn't until it was too late that the actual blister was exposed that there it was. So yeah, I managed that. The thing was, I wasn't actually going to do the big walk. I thought I'm pushing it with the feet, but I thought if I can manage that, and I did manage it well, as long as I'm looking after my feet, then it should be okay. I mean, I gained a few new blisters because it's different boots, but they're still good boots. Oh, here we go uphill. So it's quite late now. It's probably about 11:30 at night, Wednesday night. I've rather overindulged as well. I was absolutely starving when I got in. And we wanted to test these bad boys out and try to get rid of the podge. If I can get rid of that, it makes it easier, doesn't it? Surely. I'm gonna zoom out. See, it's quite good, isn't it? What I do, if it was a little bit brighter maybe, the ideal, but you can get away with this. I mean, for the battery life. And it has a little red indicator on the back, which is always good. I know they've rated this one pretty good because of price and because of what it does. Feels nice as well. It's a headtorch. Weird, it's quite flimsy, but it feels metally. It's like, it feels metally, it feels really well built. It's a LED lenser. I call them LED lenses. But yeah, the other one I've got, battery's a bit heavier. I was trying to get the 15, but a bit more pricey. And they have stocking issues to get it. And after the reviews I read, actually a bonus I didn't get it because it's quite cumbersome. but the brightness of the lamp's a thing. But you wouldn't be running in that. Like I said, this one, it's like a upright battery casing, which goes on the back of your head. So it's nice, bit unusual, but I quite like the idea of doing away with the battery at the back, putting a backpack with the extension lead, or doing the chest. So I want to experiment with the chest one. And then if it gets tricky areas, I can always put the other head torch on, you know. I don't know, we'll see. Trouble is, wearing a head torch through the night, it's not the time to be wearing that around your head. That's why I'm thinking comfort, don't want a headache. You know, it's like a permanent sweatband there. That's a nice gentle jog to get back into it. Oh. Yeah, it was good. I think, what was it, 56k was it? Or 60? No, it was over halfway point anyway. But from Durrell Door to West Bay, yeah, it was quite a bit of a roller coaster in places. It's what I'm running on now I don't particularly like. And your feet get tired. They feel the impact of the actual on your feet of the tarmac. Yeah, some funny stories come out of that walk. Only I could split up from the rest of the group, you know. Not my fault. But I carried on. And to no success whatsoever. Near-death experience. I'll never do that again. Ended up in a wildlife sanctuary. 20 metres in. A load of reeds and a pond. Touch your feet wet, everything. About 3/4 of the way up. Shin, if not a bit higher. Could have been dodgy. So, no, there was no route for me. I had to go back the way I got sent in. So, basically I was doing a recce for a trail, but it wasn't there. It was to no avail. And then from that point, me and Mikey just ran and ran and ran. Both was having a bit of the shits as well. Dodgy burger, so I ain't doing that again. Right. Oh, let's turn that down. Here we go. I'll run back. Sometimes you don't feel like doing things like this. And when you actually get out there, I'm warmed up now, it's that initial sort of train to a climb, which kills you but gets the lungs working. Oh, there goes dinner.